1 year ago, I looked like this. This man right here used to be me. Now, that's crazy to think in my opinion, because I feel like I look much better than what I used to look like anyways. And it's crazy to think that I've made so much progress in the last year. Not only personally, but I've also made lots of progress in other realms of my life. You could say physically, mentally, my understanding of YouTube could be a part of that. And all of those things are incredible. Now, through what I've learned, I'm going to share some information to help you guys improve your lives and make the same amount of progress, if not more progress, than what I was making a year ago. The first thing I would say you need to do to make progress is just start working on something. I think the idea of working on something and having something to work towards is incredible, because if you're not thinking about the end goal and you're just making progress now, one step after another, one day after the next, in a year's time, 365 days of grinding, you're going to look back on yourself and be like, what the hell? I've achieved this. But it's so important to be consistent, and it's so important to do this thing, because otherwise you're never going to make progress in your life. If you make progress for a week, but you're thinking about the big goal, and because this big goal is so far away, you're never going to reach it. So set your goals a little bit easier, or not your goals, but your milestones to be closer. And you're going to find yourself hitting the big goals now, instead of hitting them in different ways. Sorry, that's just my dog there coming in. The second thing you need to do to progress in your life is just evaluate yourself. Look at your life and see if you're actually happy. I think that's a really important thing. You need to evaluate the way you do things, the position you're in now, what you think could be better, and what you think is good right now. Then what you need to do is you need to understand what you can do better, where you can improve, and improve these parts. Let's think about something in this way. If you're really, really good at one specific thing, let's say you have an incredible physique. I'm telling you, no one else in the world has a better physique than you. But because your physique is so much higher, you don't have connections with anybody. You don't understand how the world works. You don't understand how to create an influence. You're not knowledgeable. You're going to struggle, because yes, you have this one thing that you've leveled up. You're level 100 in this thing, but you're still level 3, 4, 5 in the rest of these abilities. In a game, the best characters really are the ones that are very balanced, very good at everything. I would rather be a 7 out of 10 in every ability than be a 10 out of 10 in 2 of the 5 abilities and be a 4 out of 10 in the rest. You need to be able to have an even skill level, and if you don't have it now, of course you can work towards and build a skill level that's closer. It's very important to not be like a one trick guy. You need to have many different things about you than just your physique or just your knowledge about Pokemon. You need to have many things that you're good at, so that your ability compounds and makes you 100 times better than the person who's good at only the one thing. If you spend the next year of your life focusing on what I just said there, compounding your abilities, finding many abilities that are so important, putting them together, and equally building yourself up so all your abilities are on the same level or thereabouts, then you're going to be so much more valuable than the guy who spent all of his life working on the one ability. The next step you can take to trying to improve your life in that sense is just working hard when you don't feel like it. It's a quote by a man named Hamza. Work hard, especially when you don't feel like it. That sentence there is so powerful. Working hard, regardless of how you feel. If you only go to the gym when you feel like it, if you only research important things when you feel like it, that man, that guy who doesn't care how he feels and does it anyways will make so much more progress than you. He will be beating you in every single statistic. This life we live is a constant battle. We are against each other. I want to build the best YouTube channel that I can make, and a large portion of you guys watching right here who could be inspired by me or other creators may be thinking, I want to do better than Mersey, I want to do better than Andrew Taylor, I can achieve that. It's a competition between us. Yes, we're friendly. Yes, we're not going to hate each other for succeeding more. But in a sense, it is a competition. We all fight for the money. We all want the money. And if I'm getting the money by selling a product, then you're not getting that money if you're not selling the product. So I'm beating you in that aspect. And that is a really important thing to understand. If you don't work hard, the person who is working hard, regardless of how they feel, will always beat you. And that is important. So, through what I've said there, that's how I changed my life in a year. I went from a kid who only does things when they feel like it, not very disciplined, good at maybe one thing, to someone who has focused on various different things, built an understanding up in the rest of these things, works hard all the time, and look at the progress I have made. Now, this is only the start to my journey. Think, if I keep doing what I'm doing now, where do you think I'll be in a year's time? 2 years' time? 5, 10 years' time? Because I would have outworked 99.9% of you people watching here. So, keep that in mind. Much love to everyone watching. A video right here, this will be of great help to you. Much love to everybody.